Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. When the lion roars, even the restless winds find silence. It is not a small something that we are hearing right now that Igbi had cried her eyes out as, the pleading of her, elders, Ibira elders, and everything that has happened had not made any difference. As Ooni of Ife allegedly declares that Igbi's residence in Lagos is a royal necessity to restore peace. This is what we are hearing. No, it is not a small thing how the hunter can become the hunted. Now, you do know, if you have been following the trend of events and if all the information that we are getting is the truth, they said that Igbi and Gospel and others have gone to the royal mansion to go and, wreak trouble. But at the end of the day, that they were picked by DSS, and that had happened, I think, 2 weeks or a week ago. But then when they go back to the palace, they decided to take Queen Naomi to Odua Traditional Court. And before then, Ooni of Ife had already made a decision that, you say these women I do not want. Remember that he took the matter to the same Odua Traditional Court. And right now, Ooni is getting favor from the elders. Everybody seems to be tilting towards the part of the Ooni of Ife, if the information is correct. The reason is because, you see, the same Queen Naomi used to house a list, okay, that had their children's name for scholarship. And because of the way Naomi has been treated over the years, Ooni of Ife said he's not sponsoring that list again. That the list must be brought down. And now, the same list has, like, from what we are hearing, okay, investigation shows that that list has up to 7 children in different universities in the UK. And right now, you know that the UK street is not smiling anymore, okay? You pay, you go to school. You do not pay, you cannot be in school. Even if you have been in school, there is a limited time for you to pay your next school fees, okay? And now, Ooni of Ife used to fund all of those names. Now, there are children in school. In the University of Lagos, they have children, people. In Ahmadu Bello University, Obafemi Awolowo University, they have people. Ahmadu Bello Universities, they have people. And they said they even have a boy who is schooling in University of Calabar in Cross River State. Yes, all of those people are being funded by the Ooni of Ife. Now, in Ife land, they say they have 2 lists, okay? That they have the list that belongs to the Ooni of Ife, and they have a list that belongs to Olori Naomi. Now, that list has been there since Naomi was queen. Since Naomi was in the palace, okay? And when Naomi left, Ooni of Ife did not abolish the list. The list were still there, and the same people who were managing the list were still managing the list, because these are people who are working right there inside the palace. So when people graduate, they celebrate them. And Ooni tells them in every academic section how many people he wants in that list. And they also speak to Olori Naomi. Olori Naomi will work also on the list and return the list back to Ile-Ife. So there are 2 lists in Ile-Ife, that scholarship list that the Ooni of Ife is sponsoring. But people did not necessarily know that one of those lists remains Olori Naomi's list, the list that she established when she was in the palace that Kabiyesi was paying for. That the list, when Naomi left with all the bad mouthing and everything that they did, they didn't know that the list had not left with Olori Naomi. The list was still alive. The list was still surviving. All they knew was Ooni of Ife was paying school fees, but they didn't know that there were 2 different lists that Ooni of Ife was using. So now, with everything that has happened, you and I know that when Naomi was in detention, the bad mouthing was terrible. People said all sorts of things. And the one that really, ached Ooni of Ife was the one that an elder got up and said that they don't want Naomi anywhere in Ile-Ife, that Naomi is when this elder opened his mouth to say that they don't want Naomi to bring stigma to the royal family, that there is blood in her hands over what happened in Ile Ife. And so Naomi should stay on her own. After all, she was the one who left, wanting. And when that man said that, Ooni of Ife did not even know what to make out of it. The reason happens to be that you are a father. You are seeing a girl that could pass for your daughter go through this kind of, temptation over her kind, disposition. You saw that she did not even go there politicking. She did not go there to collect money from people. She did not go there for any reason. She went to put a smile on the faces of those children. Something she has done over the years. You saw everything that happened, and you could come out and say that Naomi has got blood already stained in her hand, on her hands because of what happened. And that was the height of it. Kabiyesi didn't want to argue so much. And Kabiyesi, the next sitting, Kabiyesi decided that they are bringing down Olori Naomi's list. So now, they said there are a lot of children that are supposed to be paying fee right now. Kabiyesi has asked their fathers to go and think of what they can do to support their kids. And a lot of people are saying maybe, just maybe, that is the reason for this kindness, because there is this kindness that is going on right now where these people are supporting Olori Naomi that nobody knows where it's coming from. So how am I connecting this to the gist at hand? So right now, you do know that even the Odua traditional court, they had a lot of people right there who were saying, no, Igbi cannot go. No, they cannot go. As a matter of fact, if they will go, they will have to replace them before leaving. Now, pushing Kabiyesi to want to bring women quickly into the palace, okay? And that's why you, hence you heard that more women are coming, because for them, if Kabiyesi is not comfortable with any of the Oloris and is replacing them, they must bring replacement to the 6. There cannot be less than 6 right now in the palace. And so, right now, after this thing was taken to the Odua traditional court, and Igbi herself also brought another case before Odua traditional court that had to do with Olori Naomi, where they say Naomi had, sent people to beat them up, arrested them, and all of that. Now they sat on it, and things went south for Igbi, and Odua now said, okay, for a decision to be made, the marriage stands, there is no problem. And it's important for you to bear in mind that Igbi is still wife to the Ooni of Ife. I used to say this thing before. You people thought that it was easy. And that is why I keep saying that. If you want to know what a lot of these kings go through, go and watch that movie called The Seven Doors. Something that happened like 100 generations away before you became king, they'll bring it and pin it on top of your head and tell you that you must rectify it. And so when certain things begin to happen in the palace or any palace, the Yoruba palace, you need to understand that it is not as easy as we think it is, where anybody can just get up and begin to judge and think that it is that easy for a king to make decision by himself. No, these are traditional people. They are traditional codes of conduct on how to do things. So right now, they now said Igbi, no divorce, but Igbi will be staying in Lagos. She will marry from Lagos. So this time, it wasn't even the Ooni of Ife that made the decision. It was the Odua traditional court that made the decision. But they said Igbi felt really, really bad when they sat on it again before Kabiyesi traveled and found out that Kabiyesi was in support of it. Kabiyesi approved of it. Kabiyesi explained the reason why it was a necessity for Igbi to stay in Lagos, that it was for peace to reign in the palace of the Ooni of Ife. Now, do not forget the following content is based on, publicly available information and creative interpretation. I appreciate each and every one of you. These are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information making the rounds on social media. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here, Dela Right. I'm going to bring you guys more update. I appreciate each and every one of you. Happy Monday to each and every one of you. Thank you, people.